When Simon and myself got together, we originally started in the film business, and we'd come together to do an animation called Planet X, science fiction. So with golf, you couldn't get more far removed, to be quite honest, could you? But when the economic collapse kicked in, it was quite obvious that we weren't going to get the funding that we needed to make a science fiction film. And we'd become good mates since we'd been introduced, and it was like, well, we either kind of keep working together or go our separate ways. Both love music, art, literature, all that kind of stuff, so it's like, well, okay, what fuses all of our skill sets together? Why don't we make books? The reason we chose golf, just to be even more safe in our decisions with regards to business, was let's do something that neither of us know absolutely nothing about. And I really mean nothing. The only connection that we'd got was Simon knew some architects at EGD, so it was like, okay, let's take it from the art design perspective and talk about architecture. Let's get into that, and so we did, and it just snowballed really. And as the more people we spoke to, the more the idea of creating this book about a subject that we knew nothing, it just grew, because we weren't afraid to ask any stupid questions either, because every question we asked was stupid, you know. But everyone loved it. I think in the golf world, a lot of that, it's so insular that people talk around and around and around, and they don't ask direct, almost like that's common sense, you know. So we asked all those stupid questions, and suddenly people really started talking externally about golf and how they were influenced and what influenced them, and it suddenly occurred to us that it's like nobody's actually done anything that introduces golf to popular culture. It always has gone around and round. So it was like, okay, how do we reflect golf into popular culture, and how does popular culture influence golf? So that became the premise really. We looked at golf as a personality, and when you're dealing with personalities or individuals, you pay respect to them. You know you have to respect their past, present, and future. The process of actually doing this was basically Simon and myself in the early stages went out. We did the interviews. Simon's brilliant at the journalistic side of things. You know that really is his thing, and so I kind of towed along on that, and we gained momentum on that, and it was a great little adventure in itself. But once that had finished and we'd collated 110 hours of audio interviews, thousands upon thousands of photographs and illustrations, we kind of separated. Simon got stuck into writing and transcribing what we put together in the interviews, and then he would send me over passages and I would react to it visually. To start with, on the photography side of things, we approached a lot of clubs, we approached university archives and, as I said, the Library of Congress, and said this is what we want to do. And we knew that because times are hard and money's short, that a lot of these people were struggling with old nitrate prints. So basically they keep them in a fridge that costs a fortune to run every year. They can't take them out and look at them because as soon as they reach temperature they ignite. So you're in a bit of a situation here, and we thought, well, okay, well we'll go out there with our own equipment and we'll take the hit on it, we'll pay for it. All we want in return is publishing rights. They get a hard drive back with all their imagery on, we don't take it away, so it was a win-win really for everybody. We captured as much as we could, and then once we got the actual scans, took them back. Photoshop now is the staple tool of any kind of designer, photographer or artist really, and just either corrected the imagery and brought it back to life, or had to rebuild the image as well. So there was a great deal of like forensic photography going on there, that I had to rebuild complete areas of a picture. We found out this 3D scanner, the like 6'2" by about 4 foot. You can put things into it and it will stay in focus for about 7 or 8 inches. So as I'd done paintings that I wanted to get into the actual book to mix with the photography and everything else, it didn't limit me to just stuff that I did in Photoshop.